Last time on Your Turn to Die. Ah! Now, let's continue.
Kataro's the sage? Ridiculous! That's impossible!
It's possible, alright. And as a sage, I'm making an announcement. Kiji is without a doubt the Keymaster.
That can't be true. That's all...
You were right on track to think accomplices. But it wasn't Sarah I teamed up with. It was Kitaro. Let's tell the truth about the fourth trade, shall we? It was a trade between Mr. Policeman and Kitaro. First, when So betrayed me with a sacrifice, I went stomping around in a rage. And then I heard what happened and proposed to Kitaro that we team up.
So in the fourth trade, you two traded cards?
The fourth trade sure ended up punishing a loner now.
Hold on. Kitaro, weren't you supposed to be passed out during the fourth trade?
Oh, this is spicy! When I learned about the sacrifice incident, I proposed to Kitaro that we team up. That said, when I first spotted him, I just pacified him since he was pissed. But I ended up talking with Kitaro and we thought things over. In the fourth trade, I traded my card with Kitaro's Keymaster. But actually, I went and did this trade myself while Kitaro was passed out. Seems Kitaro figured it out during the main game and was able to put the story together. It's all owed to the power of that card, even my noticing Kitaro's Keymaster. First, when So betrayed me with the sacrifice, I went around stomping around with a rage. Seeing you acting funny, Sarah, I was convinced the sacrifice was moved to you. I wouldn't let it stand. I decided to knock him down and take my tokens back. Kiji noticed me and then came to talk. He persuaded me to give it up. I didn't know what So was thinking after all. And so I trusted Kiji and had him take custody of all my remaining tokens.
All of them? No, hold on. Kitaro, weren't you passed out during the fourth trade? I mean, Kiji could do the trade himself, but... Is he panicking? He hasn't worked out his logic.
The fourth trade sure ended up being punishing for the loner. I'm sure Mr. Policeman was burning with desire to see justice carried out. He used a whole 50 tokens to trade cards with Muscle Gorilla just to defeat the loner. Huh? Before Mr. Policeman said he didn't give any tokens at the fourth trade. Then he couldn't have traded. You gave him all your tokens?
Sure did, and it seems like it landed way out of So's ballpark.
Shut up!
Running out of leeway, are we?
I still got doubts. I can't be convinced with just that. After all, Kiji, why were you able to know about Kitaro having Keymaster?
Because I was Keymaster.
Isn't the only way to do that during the main game with the Sage's power of clairvoyance?
Huh, so you still don't know. Okie dokie, let's resume the discussion.
We were able to extract a new statement from So. I just have to keep going. Alright, let's get him. Let's get him! Dog pile! Seeing through who the Keymaster is. Isn't the only way to do that during the main game with the Sage's power of clairvoyance?
No, because
I'm the Keymaster! The power of that card. You don't mean...
Yeah, the Sage's clairvoyance, of course.
The Sage could use clairvoyance even outside the main game?
That's what the tablets are for.
Hey, you intentionally didn't mention it?
Unraveled all the mysteries now? This should prove it. Mr. Policeman used clairvoyance to see Kitaro's Keymaster. And then made the fourth trade to swap Kitaro's Keymaster and my Sage. And now, there isn't even a need to discuss my fifth trade anymore. Convinced by your victory earlier, you convinced I'm a commoner. Any other questions?
No, there's something odd about Kiji's story. It'll all become clear if I look back at the trades so far. Card I had first was a commoner, and Kiji's was Keymaster. In the first trade, we swapped. The Keymaster was sent to me, and the commoner to Kiji. Next, the second trade. The sacrifice went to Kitaro, and his commoner went to someone else. Then the third trade. So initiated a trade that sent me the sacrifice and Kitaro the Keymaster. And then the fourth trade. Keymaster went to Kiji and the Sage to Kitaro. This is the part that's strange. Sure enough, it's... Who had the Sage? Sage is the one out of place. Kiji should have been a commoner the whole time. So why did Kiji have the Sage at the time of the 4th trade? That must mean... Wait, then Kiji's first card wasn't Keymaster? Kiji's first card being Keymaster, that was a lie. Kiji had Sage from the beginning, and so his clairvoyance let him see who had the Keymaster from the beginning. Which is why in the first trade, he could make me the person with the Keymaster trade.
Oh, that's fucking slick.
Oh, that's fucking slick! But if he did that, hasn't he been lying to me this whole time? Are you really gonna vote for So? Now? Something's not right. We should discuss this a little more. Stop it, aren't you a candidate? You won't have to get picked. I'm afraid too. I just got this really weird feeling. Are we sure So's really a commoner and that Kiji is the Keymaster? Now, something is odd. There are still some mysteries remaining. In the 5th trade, why did someone trade for the sacrifice I had? And the other party was a commoner. This isn't a problem we can ignore.
Yeah, this 5th trade, we should talk about it some.
If by any chance we pick the sacrifice, we're done for, you know? We shouldn't need any more discussion.
Kiji?
Digging up cold conclusions is just gonna make us more lost. It's your turn to die, so...
He said the line.
That's how this'll end.
Good.
No. We can't do that, Kiji. As long as we have time, we should seek the truth.
Alright. Let's do it! We'll discuss the roles of the 4 who were in the final vote.
Okay. Holy fucking fuck.
There's someone who moved Sarah's sacrifice via 5th trade.
Good. If Kiji Sugnoki is the Keymaster, the sacrifice should be So, Kana, or Now, yes?
Is the loner really a commoner? Should we believe that?
So right! So was convinced the whole time that Sarah traded away the sacrifice. In other words, Kana or Now, which one of them could be the sacrifice?
I don't believe it. Kiji and Kataro are lying. Alright, let's do this one at a time.
It's just painful to think it over anymore. Vote for So. Let's end this, Sarah. So was convinced the whole time that Sarah traded away the sacrifice. That is to say, So fell for Kiji's trick. The location of the sacrifice or any other card, he didn't know one lick about the truth. If he'd stolen my tablet when he knocked me out, maybe he could have learned my card. But I kept it on me at all times just to avoid that. Kept it tucked underneath my clothes. So didn't have any chance to do any tomfoolery. He's a commoner.
His tablet, huh? I have your tablet. I don't believe it. Sarah and Kiji are lying.
Damn it! Damn it!
So doesn't seem very persuasive at all. Oh, he's losing it.
Is a policeman really the Keymaster? Isn't there something strange here? Is there any possibility that his Keymaster was sent to someone else at some point? Kataro's Sage power could let him see Kiji's Keymaster. And then, is that possibility 0? Is the loner really a commoner? Should we really believe that? What if it's all the loner lying?
Well,
I mean, if we know the loner, him not being able to refute anything is weird. Could it be that he's actually accomplices with Bucket Girl and they're putting on an act?
If Kiji Sonogi is the Keymaster, the sacrifice should be So, Kana, or Now, yeah? Sarah Chiduin, do you truly have no tokens? No chance you sent someone the sacrifice? Please, believe me. In that case, it's someone left in the final vote. And the one with a sufficient number of tokens, at that, they did the deed. To conclude, it's So or Kana. I am curious about the fact that I have your tablet. Kataro, you're saying you had your tablet on you at all times, yes?
Yeah, take a look right here.
And when you woke up, where was it?
Huh? On the table in the Last Supper room. On the table?
I call that being off of you.
As I thought. The tablet Kataro has is a spare. This tablet I picked up was lying near you when you were passed out.
What did you say?
I would assume that this is Kataro's original tablet. The question is, why was it on the floor? So took it. Because So took the tablet from Kataro.
What?
But they're locked by fingerprints.
Sure, but while near him, he could bypass it by simply pressing Kataro's fainted finger on it. And so we arrive at an outrageous truth. What do you mean by that? Depending on when So looked at that tablet, he might have seen through our entire strategy. What? The worst time for it would have been after the 4th trade. That's when Kataro had Sage and I had Keymaster. If he saw that tablet then, he could use Kataro's Sage power to also know that I was the Keymaster. So, has So just been acting fooled?
Shoot, you got me. Or not. I wonder if I'm acting right now. Or maybe I'm telling the truth. You fucking piece of shit. So!
Not good. Now there's a possibility that So has a sacrifice.
It's no good. We shouldn't vote for So Hiyori.
Guess not.
You can vote for Kana or Miss Now, whichever you like. What you... Well then, let's resume discussion, guys.
We'll discuss who it's safe to vote for. We gotta find the one with the least chance of having a sacrifice.
So Hiyori must be avoided at all costs, for we don't know what he's thinking.
But between Bucket Girl and Big Sis Now, is there any real difference?
You need a certain amount of tokens to take the sacrifice from Sarah in the 5th trade. But I don't know the aim of the one who took the trade. What possibilities are there?
So Hiyori must be avoided at all costs, for we don't know what he's thinking.
We just have to choose now. Between Now and Kana.
But between Bucket Girl and Big Sis Now, is there any real difference? All I can think of is tokens. Bucket Girl had a lot, but Big Sis Now only had a little. What do we even do now?
Tokens.
You need a certain amount of tokens to take a sacrifice from Sarah in the 5th trade. If you consider the token counts, you'll get your answers.
Yeah.
Like Jen says, Now hardly had any tokens. Surely she couldn't have been the one to take the sacrifice from Sarah. Then, is Now the one with the least likelihood?
Wait, please! This isn't right! Big Sis Now? Least likelihood? Are you gonna kill me with such vague reasoning? Please, have another discussion!
You're right. We can't end this discussion.
What are you saying?
I just remembered something. There was a way anyone could get tokens. Miss Sarah, you know it too, don't you? A way for anyone to get tokens? From Rekko's body. By stealing tokens from Rekko's body. Yeah, I knew you could do it.
Big Sis Now wouldn't do such a thing.
But it's true, when I went to check the body, the tokens were already gone. And Now was closely inspecting the room of lies.
Nah, it ain't just Now who could have done it. Couldn't any of us gotten those tokens?
In other words, everyone has potential to possess the sacrifice. It all ends with a game of trust.
Then, that last action is gonna be key. What were each of us doing at the time of the 5th trade?
As in... just before the main game started?
Ha! I hope you find the sacrifice.
We have to determine based on So, Kana, and Now's actions at the time of the 5th trade.
I was sitting in the stairs thinking back on everything that had happened.
I was sitting on the laptop in the winner's room the whole time. Will you believe that?
Kana wasn't really doing anything, just wandering absent-mindedly.
Did anybody see what the 3 were doing?
I was moving rubble with Kiji Shinogi. I didn't see what those 3 were up to.
I was searching all by myself to see if there were any other exits.
Your friendly neighborhood policeman was shoving aside rubble. I didn't know anything.
Kana, why aren't you speaking? Questioner. Are you hiding something, Kana? Come to think of it, I feel like you were the only one I didn't see around then. Really, where were you?
I mean, I was looking for something I dropped.
Something she dropped? The cell phone?
I was searching all by myself to see if there were any other exits. I didn't see those 3. I'm sorry.
Come to think of it, didn't you tell me you found something while searching?
Yeah. There was a smartphone on the stairs.
What?
But it wouldn't even make calls, so it's useless for escape.
Kana, was it a smartphone you lost?
How did you know?
Sure enough. I bet it was the same smartphone that I found in Kana's first trial room. Jin, tell me, where'd you pick that up?
It was ways down the stairs.
How clumsy. She must have dropped it while we were all climbing the stairs, surely. Are you protecting Kana? Are you protecting Kana, so? Me? Sticking up for Kana? Think back for me. When we were climbing the stairs, So and Kana were walking in front. If she had dropped the phone then, everyone should have noticed. In short, this was only dropped after we climbed up to the exit. Kana dropped it while descending the stairs. What did she descend for? Why did you try to hide this, Kana?
Because Sarah, there's a message on this phone.
Right, that's what Kana's sister... Huh? It's a different message. Thank you. I love you, sister. Now it's Kana's turn to protect her big sister, because that's how Kana can atone.
Oh no!
Okay, you guys didn't see this when I came back through, but I actually did off camera take the phone from So, and he had changed the message to something really sweet, and now it's been changed again. Oh my god, that's so cute. Oh, I already read this.
Please, give that back.
Hold on, did you write this, Kana?
But Kana's big sister is already dead. Could it be that the sister in this message is... No way.
Surely not. Is that right, Kana? Your sister here is me?
Yes. I know it's strange, but Kana, you're...
And you wanted to save Sarah that much?
Yes.
Hey, Kana? Was it you who traded away Sarah's sacrifice? To avoid using the ring-up box in the winner's room, you returned to the 3rd floor to trade. Hey now! You're talking like Kana's... Are you saying she took the sacrifice to protect Sarah?
That's so... It's inconceivable. No, I don't want to conceive of it. Deny it, Kana! What worthless reasoning. That's all a load of...
No, it's all correct.
You idiot! Don't say anything!
Kana did the 5th trade. She won't hide the truth anymore.
Kana! Kana did it. She really did it to protect me. She took the sacrifice for herself.
This is just the worst outcome. Such foolishness! So, you caught on at some point, didn't you? That's why you were trying to move the votes towards Kana.
Shut up!
Since there was no other way for Kana to survive.
Please, wait! Will you listen carefully to what Kana has to say?
Huh?
With the 5th trade, Kana switched her card with Sarah's card.
You want to elaborate on that?
Once she knew escape wasn't possible anymore, she had no idea what to do. Then she looked at the phone. Seeing her sister's words calmed her heart. And she became to despise herself for not being able to do anything. This whole time, Kana just kept betraying. Her sister, the others, Sarah? She just had a feeling that So sent the sacrifice to Sarah. Kana doesn't get complicated trade talk, so she can't reason out who gave what. Even so, she was certain of one thing. Because Sarah is so kind, she couldn't trade the sacrifice to anyone.
Kana.
Kana didn't want to let Sarah die. And also, she didn't want to make So a murderer. That seemed more painful than her own death. So she traded her commoner for Sarah's sacrifice.
Kana.
But the card she received was a commoner.
What? That would also be a good time to stop the episode, actually.